Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host, Suttles, and today we're going to recap the game between the New York Football Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Let's get it. Finally, we have finally got the first win of the season. So before I get into the game, thanks a lot for watching. Go ahead, hit that sub button. Click that like sub so that YouTube can definitely push this video and help the channel grow. And don't forget to share this video out there. But most importantly, hit that sub button. Now, feeling good today. Feeling good. The New York Giants finally got their first win against the New Orleans Saints, 27-21 in overtime. This was a very nail-biting game. It was looking bad at some points. I mean, Taysom Hill just ran over the defense to get the touchdown. They ran the same QB power play 3 times down in the red zone and was successful on 2 of them to get the touchdown. And it looked like all hope was done. We're 0-3. We're down there in New Orleans, the Superdome. This is their first time back since the hurricane. The energy was crazy. Giants down 21-10, and then Daniel Jones started. He started to lead the comeback, and in this game truly showed what he can be if Jason Garrett just takes the handcuffs off of him. And you've seen it. He threw for over 400 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception was off of a Hail Mary, and one of his touchdowns actually didn't count because when he threw it to John Ross, he fumbled at the one, and then John Ross recovered it. But well, in fact, he still put this team in position to win. Even to get into overtime, he was able to make the necessary plays to get into field goal range so that Graham Gano could kick it through and so that we can get into overtime. And then from overtime, he just dotted up the Saints defense, and he was on all game. He was getting Kadarius Toney involved. He was getting Kenny G involved. Saquon, he finally got to look like his old self, and Jonathan Vilma actually said it on the broadcast, and they pulled up the stats, and you just seen it. Saquon Barkley just got better and better each game. In this game, he had 2 touchdowns, one of the big receptions coming down the sideline on a wheel route, and then outran everybody, and then the game-winning score. This was an overall good effort by the team, and this is what we've been looking for from Giants fans. Yeah, as Giants fans, we was looking for the heart and soul of New York. Just play hard and then leave everything out there. And today they left everything out there. They didn't have mental mistakes, which didn't cost them the game. They didn't beat themselves, and you've seen what position they put them in. The real kudos got to go to that offensive line. Now, we was going up against a Saints defense that was coming in top 5 in the league, and their offense wasn't really that good. Jameis Winston has been throwing for high numbers. They haven't been putting up big numbers, but for the past 3 weeks, they've been leaning on their defense, and they got some studs on that side of the ball, and our offensive line held up. Daniel Jones didn't get sacked not once. He had some nice clean pockets to throw the ball, and you see what this team can actually be. Oh, man, it feels good. It finally feels good to actually get a win. Garrett called a very good game. Patrick Graham, he was calling a good game. Some defensive problems. It was some defensive things that they didn't really execute on. But at the end of the day, they still got the W. James Bradbury came up with the pick after they had ran that same concept of a play about 3-4 times. But he came up with the pick, and the defense stopped them when it was needed. When it was 4th and 2, they stopped them. When we needed a big play, the defense came through and they stopped them. And that's what we're asking for this defense. We are looking and seeing that Patrick Graham is not doing the same scheme as last year. They're not as good as they was last year, but we need them to be good in certain points of the game. And today they was good at certain points of the game. They didn't allow the Saints to run the clock out. They was able to stop them and hold them and force them to punt the ball back with, I believe, 4 minutes left to give Danny an opportunity to drive down and get this game into overtime. But this was a really good game called by Garrett. It was a pretty good game called by Graham. This was a team effort to finally get that dub, and they finally did. They didn't beat themselves. We didn't end up with no sacks or anything, but overall it was just a good effort, and I know all Giants fans are going to be happy, so we can just chill on the Fire Judge, Fire Garrett for at least 1 week. We got the Cowboys next week. We're actually going to see how we match up with them, because at the end of the day, it's a division game, so it's never going to be just that easy for the Cowboys, because they did win today, I believe 36-28. But again, the Giants 27-21, they upset it New Orleans. In New Orleans, this team just showed what it can do when they had their head on right and when the coaches actually plan for the strengths of of the players. You can see what we can potentially be. So now they just got to get on a roll. And today may have just been the start of it. You know, back in 2007, it came to a 1 yard goal line stand to literally change the season around. Maybe this one does too. I mean, he was down 11 points fourth quarter in New Orleans. They end up coming back and winning. This can be the game changer. This can be the boost to really show what this team can really be about. Now, if you made it this far into the video, just like I said at the beginning, go ahead, hit that sub button. Make sure you click that like button so that YouTube can actually push this video through to help the channel grow. And don't be scared to share to all the Giants Nation about Easy 3 Sport Production. Until next time, I'm out.